That is so funny.
Yes, because I was like, what am I going to talk about tonight? But that's how I was like, let me just ask Najiyah. Yeah. Yay.
I was just trying to make my square. Hi, Audrey. Are you training with us? So how do I see everybody else?
I think you might can slide over and you'll see like everyone that's sitting there.
Oh, hey team, can they hear me? Oh
yeah,
no,
they can hear you.
Hey y'all.
Say hi.
Hey.
There's Latrice and Aaliyah. Who else do we have? Najiyah. Where's your picture, Najiyah? We can't see you.
Najiyah turns it off.
Sierra, hey Sierra. Jasmine, girl, where's your picture?
Are you waving too? Okay.
Can you see my face up here?
Yeah, I can see your face, Jasmine.
Okay.
Okay. So, Najiyah, I'm not going to keep you long. I just wanted to get a few little questions answered and like a few little things that you wanted to maybe share to the team. And for you guys that maybe may don't know Najiyah, she is a diamond leader with us. And yes, can I help you? Mm-hmm. All right. So she's a diamond leader with us, and she pretty much can just I just want to hear your story so they can hear it. And I guess any little questions, and that's it.
Oh, you saying give you a little what?
Any little questions that they may have, then that's it.
Okay. So y'all have to forgive me because this is so last minute, so I'm not prepared at all. So I'm just going to be flying off the top of my head with stuff. So like Antoinette said, I am a diamond. I've been in the business for 2 years now. And I started out when I love to tell this story. I have to put this out there. When I first started out, right, I came in, I jumped the first day I talked to Zadia. I don't know if you guys know Zadia Murphy, but she's my sponsor. So I talked to her and she was talking about the business and stuff and how she earned the $10,000 diamond bonus in the 90 days. And so I was like, oh, if she could do it, I could do it too. I'm getting ready to kill this business. Like, I'm such a business savvy person. Like, I got this thing down to the T. Everybody knows me. They know I'm about my business. People are going to take me seriously. Like, I can't wait to get this $10,000 bonus. So, oh my goodness, I get in the business, y'all, and I talk to all these people, and nobody wanted to join with me. Nobody wanted to be my business partner. And so the 90 days came and went, and guess what? I didn't have any business partners, 0 business partners. And I literally cried. Like, I cried like a baby. I was like, oh my God, like, because I thought I was going to kill it. Like, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to kill it, and I didn't get any business partners, like 0. And I needed, to get diamond, I think you need what, like 40 business partners or a whole team of 40? Right, something like that. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Are you on mute? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got in and 90 days came and went. The 3 months was gone. And I was so embarrassed. I mean, can you talk about embarrassed? Because I was all putting it all out there. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to diamond. I'm putting it on my social media pages. I'm telling all my family and friends, I'm getting ready to get this $10,000 bonus. And I ain't had one duck plucking business partner after the 90 days. And my feelings was hurt. I was embarrassed. I cried. I remember crying to my boyfriend. I was like, I can't believe it. Nobody wants to do business with me. And so I called Zadia, my sponsor. I was crying to her. I looked like real tears, y'all. This was like serious life stuff for me. I couldn't believe it. So, but then after I cried for that night, then I got a little mad. I was like, you know what? Screw all these people. I don't care if anybody wants to do business with me. I'm going to keep doing, and I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep going, and I will reach my goal. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to give up. So I'm glad I didn't give up, because eventually I did get the diamond, even though it wasn't in the 3 months like I thought. But I did get it in the time when they were offering the $10,000 bonus that I wanted originally. So it was like, it still worked out, but it just didn't work out on my timetable. So that's the first little story I like to tell. So pretty much the message I like for people to get from that is, don't give up, even though things might not happen in the time frame that you want it to happen. As long as you stay consistent. So here's some keys that you guys need to write down. You need to be consistent. Like, you need to be posting on your social media about this business every single day. Like there's not a day that should go by without you saying something about your business, because number one, people are watching, they're trying to see what you're doing. And if a day or two goes by and you don't say anything, they're trying to figure out, like, is she still doing it works? You know, because people are just waiting for your downfalls. They're like, what's going on? They're going back and they peeking at your page, they watching you, and they are not clicking like, okay, because I was watching Zardy and I ain't clicked nothing. I was just looking like, ooh, what's she doing today? I watched her for a couple of weeks. So you need to make sure you're being consistent. You need to make sure you get on all these trainings that our team leaders put out there for us, this weekly training with Antoinette. And then, you know, we have the Millionaires Academy training on Wednesday night at 9:15. So you need to stay plugged in. Staying plugged in is so important. And get yourself, in addition to staying plugged into the groups and stuff, you need to get an accountability partner. Like Antoinette and I are accountability partners, so we talk all the time. Is this somebody that you can help to keep you accountable, you could go to for advice, and you can learn things from. So definitely get an accountability partner. And so yeah, guys, so stay consistent, don't give up. And then I just want to tell a little bit more of my story. So I went diamond. It actually took me 11 months. I went diamond. And the crazy thing is, January 2015 is when they had, what conference was that? Limelight. They had Limelight conference. I had went to that conference and I was so pumped up. I was like, I came back, they had announced they were doing they were doing double bonuses. They were giving the double bonuses at that time, right? They were doing the double bonus. So the diamond bonus it wasn't $10,000, it was $20,000. So I was like, oh, God is trying to tell me something. I didn't get that $10,000. And I went to the conference as an executive in January. I was like, oh my God, now I could get the chance to get double. I want to get this double, y'all. So I went to the conference, and then when I came back from the conference in January, a week after I came back from conference, my boyfriend at the time, he had went into a coma. He had cancer. And so he had got really sick. Oh, he had pneumonia. That's what happened. He had pneumonia and he went to a coma. He got really sick. And it kind of changed everything. It changed everything. He ended up being in the hospital for 2 weeks before he died. And so that was a very, very hard time for me, because we were together for 6 years. And so he was, a big part of my life. We had lived together, and I just thought we were going to be together forever. I thought we would get married, have kids, and all that stuff. So it was just a complete shock. And so, they say, life happens and stuff. And so for a couple of weeks, I kind of, sat around. I didn't know if I was going to do the business anymore. I kind of sat back, and I still looked in the groups. I didn't really actively work my business, so I kind of stopped posting about it, but I was still looking at Facebook groups and stuff, and I saw like everybody else being excited. And then I thought about it. I was like, I have two choices. Either I can sit back and watch and be miserable and, woe is me and have all these pity parties, or I can get back in the game and push hard and go for what I originally wanted, and which is what Wendell would want me to do anyway. Like, he knew how much I loved the business. He was rooting for me to get to diamond. He was actually one of my customers. I was trying to get him to join the business, but he would not do it. But he was a customer, so I was like, he knew that how much I loved it worked. So I was like, okay. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks after he passed. I was like, okay, let me pick myself back up off the ground from my ankle boots and get in the game. So I actually ended up double promoting in March. I went from executive to emerald in March. Again, he passed in February, and so in March I double promoted, and then in April I promoted to diamond. April 2015 I promoted to diamond. So it was just like, I feel like from there it was like, because I did my part, I put my faith into action, because that required a lot of faith. Something so tragic happening in my life, but I still chose to keep going. And I feel like that was God, rewarding me, because it was like, okay, I'm doing my part. I'm believing that he can still do good things in my life, but I have to do my part too and take action. So I ended up going diamond, which was freaking amazing. And so if you guys have stuff going on in your life, life will happen to you, right? So that's my point with that story. Life is going to happen. It's going to always happen. I know sometimes we come up with so many excuses why we can't work our business. we should not let those things stop us, because it's life. There's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be things, roadblocks to get in the way, but you have to keep going. And then this year, I actually experienced another challenge, another tragic loss. My mother passed away in March of this year. So it's almost like I was in the exact same situation all over again. Two very major critical, two of the closest people in my life, my boyfriend and my mother. Like, me and my mother were very close. We talked every day. So she was sick. She was sick as well. So she passed away in March. And so it's like, again, I was faced with, okay, do I let this slow me down and stop me? I did take like a week. I took a week or two away from the business. So I was still kind of sort of posting about it, but again, I wasn't actually, so I wasn't being proactive. I wasn't reaching out to people. I wasn't getting on training calls and stuff. But again, I said, okay, I took the 2 weeks off. Now time to get back, because again, it's life. This is what happens in life. Unexpected things happen, but you have to decide, whether or not you're going to push through. And it just makes you stronger, and it's going to make the victory that much sweeter to know that, even though despite all these things that were going on in my life, I was able to overcome and keep pushing. And then, your team and stuff are relying on you. Those customers that you brought in the business, they're relying on me to help them to get these results that they wanted. Your team is looking at you. They need you to help them to go Ruby, or help them get financial freedom, or whatever it is that, you guys talked about. So yeah, just keep going. Life is going to happen. You can still do it. You can still make it. I feel like I'm a prime example of, life happening, and you still can get through. You can make it. And then you give, the good thing is you give other people hope. People look at you and they know my story. Like, I put it out there, like when Dale died and when my mother died, I put that on my page and stuff, so people can know, even though I post a lot of good stuff, like, this is real life for me. Like, stuff is really happening. But I'm still a fighter, and I'm not going to give up. The It Works fight. So I'm going to keep on fighting, and y'all should do the same thing. Fight for your legacy, fight for your kids, fight for whatever goals you have. And just keep going. You guys are under a great leader too. Antoinette is great. Like, I can't. Antoinette is amazing, y'all. Can I just tell y'all that? First of all, I didn't know. Like, hey, Musa. First of all, I didn't know Antoinette was like 23 or something like that. That was like insane to me. I'm like, this girl's work ethic is insane. So I was like, I need her to be my accountability partner. So I'm glad she agreed. So y'all are under a great leader. Definitely listen to what she's telling you, because she won't stir you wrong. So I think that's it. Any questions? Anybody want to hop on? We want to open up, or did you have any questions, Antoinette, or anything you want me to touch on?
I mean, first, I guess if anyone has any questions, and then if not, then I can kind of answer some questions that I get daily.
Okay. Anybody
want to unmute themselves? I know Latrice is coming. You didn't unmute. It's not unmuted yet.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Oh, hey, Latrice. Oh, Latrice. I know Latrice.
Right. Yeah.
I did a 1 team 1 mission.
Okay, so I'm feeling the same way you was feeling. I'm like, nobody wants to join me. I miss my Ruby bonus. What the heck? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I know that feeling.
So my question for you is, what did you change, or what did you do different that attracted people to you?
Now, I'm so glad you said that's an excellent question, because I was supposed to touch on that. That's an excellent question. What I did was I started to focus more on my own personal development. So I had to become a more stronger, a more confident person, so people could feel like that I was strong enough and to lead them, because you are a leader. When you bring on that one person, you are now considered a leader. So I focused on my personal development, and the things that I did to focus on my personal development, I started reading more books. I would not only make sure that I definitely got on every single training. So every training that, every Wednesday I was on those calls. Every Rap Nation training, I was on it. And then in addition to that, I would look at YouTube videos of stuff. So I would look at like Lydia Diaz, or whatever her name is, and just other YouTube stuff. because I wanted to know as much information as I could so that I could be, hello, where'd you go?
I'm here.
We're here.
Oh, there you go. So I wanted to, sorry. So I wanted to make sure that I was confident enough, and when you're on the training, that helps you be confident because you know what you're talking about, right? And when you know what you're talking about, that makes you more confident. And so I got on all the training. I was reading more books. I was attending the in-person training too. So, you know, making sacrifices, going to these conferences in Florida, and going to the every one team, one mission that was in the area. If it was in Baltimore, if it was an hour away, you know, I went to the Hampton one. So I'm still doing the same thing. I'm making sacrifices, driving 3 hours to get to this stuff because it builds your confidence, and also it looks good when you post that stuff on your page. People are like, oh, okay, she's a part of a bigger team. It's not just her in business by herself. And so so focus more on my my self-development and just making sure I was, you know, ready to be that leader.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, that was a good question, Latrice.
That was.
That.
I'm glad she asked that.
Anybody else got any questions for Najiyah?
Katrina, you leaving, girl? Just
Right.
Tell all your business.
I know she said she had some Wi-Fi issues. So that's why.
Okay.
Let's see. What would be a good question? You have a question, Jaleesa? Oh, okay. I thought you was unmuting yourself. Let's see. What's a question I get all the time? How do you get customers? Now you're really good at getting system customers.
Oh, I am. Oh my gosh.
Like, how do you always get these system customers?
Yes, the Lord is so good. Okay, the system so what happened with the system, right? Let me tell y'all. You have to open up your mouth and ask. You have to talk about this stuff because it was like, what was the other package that we used to have? What was the Wrap Pack or something? What was it? The Skinny Pack? Oh, the Skinny Pack. I would always be afraid to ask people about the Skinny Pack because I was just assuming that they wouldn't have the money. So I'm judging them. I'm making decisions for them. And I'm hindering the daggone sale because I'm like, oh, they probably not going to want to spend $150 or whatever it was on this Skinny Pack. So when the system came out, I was like, okay, let me get that thought out of my mind, because then when you think and say stuff, then that's what happens, right? You speak and you that stuff into existence. And so I was like, okay, get that thought out of my mind. I don't know what these people can afford. And so when I get them on the phone, they say, oh, I need to lose 20 pounds. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you'll definitely want to use our system. I break it down, I explain what each product does. And so the way that I explain it is I say, well, the 2-day cleanse is going to push out the toxins, jumpstart your weight loss. The greens gives you alkalize, detox, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know that stuff. The ThermoFit, that's going to curb your appetite, speed up your metabolism. All 3 of those work together to make you lose weight. And then the wrap comes in to tighten and tone where you lost the weight. And I say, you know, that's the best. That you definitely want to get that if you're trying to lose weight. And they say, oh, okay. And I say, okay, so are you ready to get started today? And they say yes or no. So yeah, so give them that option. Tell them that's what you, and when you talk to these people, you need to be confident, and because you are the consultant, you are the expert, so you are telling them what they need. You need the system. That's what you need. You need to lose 20 pounds, so you need the system. It's $147, but you get everything you need, you know. And if for instance, if in any case they can't get that system, then I say, okay, well, you definitely need to start out with the greens and the cleanse then. So those are, but I only mention that after they say, well, that's expensive. I don't have the money for that. But before that, that's not even an option. Like, they have to get it as a package deal. And then if they moan and complain and say, well, that's too expensive, I say, well, then you could do this. But yeah, so just put it out there. Don't be afraid to ask people. Just know that they need this stuff.
Right. Yeah. Because I remember Alina saying that one time before where she said she starts it off where she'll give them like all these options. So like, for example, the system. And then if they say that's too much, then she'll bring it down a little bit. Then, you know, just keep bringing it down. Just until
right.
They want. So yeah.
Yeah. Start high.
Right.
Like bidding.
Right. So yeah, okay. So that's a good way to definitely get customers. Just literally just seeing like, are you ready to start today? That's a good question. I need to start asking too. Like, are you ready to start today?
Right. I call it a closing question. And it's like, okay, they need to know something needs to happen like right now.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I like that. Let's see. So anybody else got any questions? I'm trying to think of another question I get. That's another good question. Did somebody text me? Oh, okay. So let's see. When you hit diamond, do you feel like that was like when your business just opened up so much? Like once you ended up getting, you know, all of your business partners, were like other people coming to you and saying like, oh, I want to join, or were you still kind of like, you know, in like I don't want to say like, you know what I'm saying? Like once you hit diamond, basically, like how did it open up your business?
Once I hit diamond, it opened it up financially because I don't know if you guys heard about these cab bonuses. It's something else that kind of puts you in a whole different, praise the Lord, tax bracket. We'll call it tax bracket. That's probably not the appropriate term, but that's what I'm calling it. Right. So, so you get more money when you get to diamond, and then you get to say that you're a leader, so it will attract more people to you. Especially if you are to get a bonus. You don't have to get a bonus. That doesn't really make a big difference, but it's just something that you can say, you know, later on down the line, like when you're talking to prospects. So I always throw that in there when I'm talking to people, and I think it kind of gets them excited because that's what it got me excited about joining with Najiyah. So I'm like, you know, and in these 11 months, I was able to get to diamond leadership level. I earned a $10,000 bonus. Average income $2,000 per month, and I think that did get more people excited. They looked at me as a leader, which is what I'm considered now. You're considered a leader as soon as you get one person, but and officially in the business, like it works corporate, they say diamond is the first leadership level. So yeah, opened up my business. I don't know if I would say more people. Did I start signing more people? I feel like it was actually kind of the same. I was talking to more people, but I don't think I was able to close more people. But I think that probably had to do more so with me, myself. I was, after I went diamond, then that's when I started to kind of get a little bit depressed about my personal life, what was going on in my personal life. So I don't think I was doing what I was supposed to do. But I think more people were actually coming to me, if that makes sense. Right. But I wasn't able to close the deal. My confidence kind of started to go downhill because, like I said, because of my own personal stuff. Right. But yeah, it can open more doors in a nutshell.
Okay. Yeah, because I know I don't know if everyone knows, but like once you hit the rank of diamond, that's when they say like what is it the term? Like you're legal, you're
oh yeah, they give you legal terms to drive or something crazy like that. What do they say?
Yeah, about cutting money or something.
Right.
Something like that. Basically seeing like it opens up a huge thing because when you hit the diamond level, what Najiyah was talking about was cabs, which are customer acquisition bonuses.
Yeah, that.
So what cabs are is basically like, say for example, you know how when we bring in any distributors and, you know, we help them get the 2 loyal customers, you know, we get that $100 fast start bonus. But with once you hit diamond, you'll still get the $100 bonus, but then you'll also get an extra $80 in your check for them for them getting fast start qualified. So that's $180 that you're getting, and that there's no limit on that. So if you sign in 10 people, that's a lot of money. I don't even want to calculate exactly how much that is, but I mean, that's why that was always my goal. I was just like, let me just touch diamond, Lord, please. So yeah, that's because that's when it, you know, things like really, really open up. Not saying that you can't make, you know, the same amount of money being emerald, ruby, things like that, because I was making a lot of money as an emerald and a ruby. So it's just, that's when things like really open up. So yeah, so that's why I definitely always say like, I can't wait for y'all to get to diamond. All right. So let's see. What's another good question for you, Najiyah, before we, so I see it's 9:09.
Is it 9:09?
Yeah. Time is flying.
It is.
Let's see. So trying to think. Okay, so like you were saying how it took you 11 months to get to diamond. So what rank, okay, well you said you was executive in that January and then you went to emerald in March, right?
Yeah, so I pretty much in January when I went to the conference I was executive, and then starting off in March I was executive too, so I double promoted to emerald. I double promoted. I went ruby March 20th, and then I went emerald March 31st.
Wow.
It was a run. And I remember during that time,
Right, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, like how, because I know that was around the time that Winnell had passed. So.
Right.
Wendell.
Yeah, right. It was no, it was hard. It was definitely a faith thing. Like I was staying on the training calls, I was going to church and stuff. I was speaking a lot of affirmations. Affirmations, work. Oh, I just said Rihanna. Sorry, y'all. I did not mean to do that. But anyway, yeah, they work. Affirmations work. So I would say like I am a ruby, and however, like if I needed like 2,000 in volume, I would put it on my mirror and I would be like, I need 2,000 volume. I'm going to get, that today. I would set goals, affirmations. I would say it out loud. I am a ruby March, and I would say the date, like March 2015. I am a ruby executive, and I would say it, and I would speak it, and I would look at it, and then I would work. And then after I went ruby, it was the same thing. I think I needed 4,000 more volume to get to emerald. So I put that on I remember writing it on my mirror. I need 4,000 in volume. Can I be honest? It seemed impossible. It was like, who gets that amount of volume in 10 days? Like, seriously, 4,000 in volume. Man, those customers was coming out the woodworks. We were doing, this is when we were doing the 12-week 12 route challenge. Remember that internet? It was like when we had first put it out on the Young and Free. And I was doing my part because I was posting about it, and I was I didn't care. I was like flooding your timelines. I didn't care if you unfollow me, if you didn't like me. I was just like hardcore, like it works or die. So I was posting all these before and after pictures, and I was having parties. Oh, that was a big part of it too. Having parties. So y'all should be trying to set up parties. Parties helped bring in a new distributors, and then when they had their launch party, that was bringing in volume too, as they would get their new customers. So it actually happened. I was able to get 4,000 or however much volume I needed by posting, having my parties, believing that it could happen. Even though it was scary, like I said, it seemed like it was impossible. But I every time that thought crept into my mind, like, this is impossible, you can't do that. Then I had to push it out. I'm like, no, I'm doing this. This is happening. I'm going emerald. And by March 31st, I will be emerald. I am emerald. And I have 4,000 in volume. And then the customers and the stuff was rolling in, and it happened.
Wow.
Amazing.
See, yeah. That, yeah, I definitely can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So, if anybody doesn't have any other questions, we just really want to thank Najiyah for getting on literally last minute.
That is so funny. That was like so last minute.
I literally like text you, wow, people
right.
Like, you want to get on the train?
Are you busy? I was like, I was just making my website, but that can wait. That's something that I could do later.
Right.
So always willing to help out.
Yes, thank you. And and that was like another thing that I did want to talk about quickly was about the website. I did just make a website, and it's funny because I was talking to Monique a little bit earlier, and she was saying how we said we were going to keep it simple, but I just felt like it was time for me to get a website because people don't like texting you. People like and looking at stuff. So I was like, all right, it's time.
So outdated.
Yeah. So I was like, let me get this website so then I can give you guys the links that you can look at it. But it was literally just it's like a landing page. So you just see my picture and then you just see my little story, and then it has links to, like, it says grow your hair. So it goes straight to the hair, skin, and nails on my website. Join, become a brand ambassador, go straight to the join. So it's a really great tool that I wish that I probably would have jumped on years ago. And I think
Me too.
Right. Yeah. Like, I think the reason why was because I was like, I don't want to pay for no website. So that's probably why. But now it's just like, all right, let's see how this does. And thankfully with Squarespace, it's like for 1 month, if you don't want to pay it, it's $7 a month. So if you don't want to pay it 1 month, they said nothing's going to happen. So.
Oh, so it's not like it works.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have to do it every month.
Right. So you don't have to do it every month.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, that's something I can deal with. So.
And then this looks more professional. Like, I don't know why I didn't have it either. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But now that we have it, we know. And then I have a Facebook page too that I'm probably going to try to rejuvenate and things like that. So. We're trying to just find new avenues that we can definitely change more lives.
Right. That's what it's all about.
Guys, it is 9:15, and if you guys aren't busy, you can go to Mastermind Millionaires. Are they having a call tonight?
Did I see that? They should. They have it every Wednesday. Oh my gosh! I think last week Alina had asked. Remember, she asked people to volunteer. I was one of the volunteers. Oh snap!
Oh,
I didn't
Lord.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I better go.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. So if you guys don't have any other questions for moi, we will chat again on next Wednesday. And then also, you know where to find me. You got my number. You got my social. You got everything. All right. You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.